him at the movie.
Some shit about that.
Chris Brown cousin or something.
Some shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy shit happening in the street.
Nah, smacked in the face.
Did he smack?
He said it on here. Old niggas smacking young niggas. Ha! Imagine that. Where you from, nigga? You know, smacking me?
Yeah, I don't know how that would have went down.
And then the Jay Prince came.
Sometimes you just gotta be that reminder for yourself.
Like to run a good route just to get somebody to keep his attention over somebody else.
On the ground, never bite your stand up. I gotta make it. I gotta make it. Yeah. Took me to the back to myself, man.
20 minutes until I walk across the stage, or matter of fact, until we walk in the gym. I did it.
I gotta make it. Yeah, that love come easy when you still that nigga. What about when you get older? You ain't touching figures. That's when you gon' see it fade. Like don't stop for niggas. Man, just call a spade a spade. You can't rock with niggas. My path is sacred. Every nigga makes it. Only kings walk this path. I was chosen to take it. There's not any like me, but there's a few that's faking. And I'm living out my dream. There's no need for chasing. Nah, there's no need for chasing. I already know I'm gonna make it. Yeah. I gotta make it, I gotta make it, yeah. Took me to the back to myself, man up. On the ground, never bite, you stand up. I gotta make it, I gotta make it, yeah. Took me to the back to myself, man up.
So he told Jeezy, you remind me of us early 92. Like, and like, Jeezy is probably as far as the person I feel the most is Jeezy. I don't feel nobody like this album.
Best album was The Recession. That's his best album. Hands down.
Recession? Thug Motivation 101 is still Thug Motivation 101.
Yeah, because it got the hits on there. That's what really solidified his legacy. That was his reasonable doubt.
But it was like,
but he got his team to return.
it was like what L.A. Reid said when he shot the video. He shot the Money Over Here, and then he shot the Air Forces in the second half. And he showed L.A. Reid, and L.A. Reid was like, I understand who you are, man. Like, man, you know, I got you, because Jeezy had money over, like, he was already that bull. But he was just like, he put that shit out. But I listen to Jeezy, like, I listen all the way back to either when his name was Lil J.
2009.
Let me pull some shit up.
2010 to now. That's what I mean. You feel me? Like,
You want me to go from 2010 up or from now back? Let me know.
2010 up.
Okay.
What'd you just get yourself into?
I'm just saying, like,
I'm a
for real,
music junkie,
Tip, yeah,
man.
I get that and I respect it, but Tip, it's not our fault that we don't really know Tip. You know what I mean? As an artist, because
Y'all don't speak for yourself.
yo, because he was not promoted during our time.
And see,
like,
Tip is one of the shit. I keep hitting this motherfucker.
Yeah, you good.
Tip is one of the artists.
Yeah, just unravel that joint.
Yeah. But that's straight then.
I be hitting it too. You too tall.
But Tip one of them artists, he real versatile.
Yeah, okay.
Like Tip would give us shit me can't give us. Like some real soft songs. Like Just For You and Your Girl. Like me got us with that.
Give me an example of that though.
20.
Like 3 motherfuckers on the track, but
But I gotta do like old or I can do whatever.
Nah, you can do whatever. Nah, Meek just started with his whole, you know what I mean, trying to get on that wave of female.
Private show.
Okay, yeah, private show. But
You and Your Girl can listen to
Kanye
this.
was on that joint too, right?
Huh?
That was on a solo track, right?
Chris Brown singing.
Brown, okay.
He's singing, like, you know, he ain't got a verse.
Yeah.
I mean, Tip not gonna sing the hook like Drake now.
Yeah,
so,
I know.
So we gotta give him somebody to sing on the hook.
I understand it.
We're gonna let this play for us. But we got this. Porn star that shit. Okay. What else? See, I'm a Tip fan. We can go through Tip.
So is he your top 5?
Tip in my top 5. Tip my top 5 because I feel Tip.
But do you understand? Because do you understand what I'm talking about as far as Tip not being?
Yeah, because I was
He was not.
I was just saying that. I was like, yo, I stopped liking him at T.I. versus Tip. Like, I'm
But
really,
why? Just because other people got hot and you stopped listening?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's not liking. That's stop listening. You might hear some new shit, be like, y'all like Tip again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See, I was
But you saying some shit that like you reminded me like, yeah, maybe I need to go
maybe
back.
you need to go back and listen to him.
Yeah.
Nah, but
Just dropped the whole album all on social cut. Like man, let's get him killed. The Us Else joint.
When he dropped that?
Like last summer.
Yeah, that was inspired by his son.
I didn't like know about it.
He got like a mini little just go Us Else. Man, the whole shit about like stop spending your money on bullshit.
It was more like
man, they killing us. Like,
yeah.
Black empowerment album.
But kind of like 444. Like, you know how Jay was dropping jewels?
Yeah.
Same type of shit. I ain't get your name, I'm sorry.
I'm Jourdian.
Yeah.
But nah, memories back when. It ain't about the money. Like,
Yeah, I like that.
But see, those are singles. See, I listened to the whole album.
no, I'm just saying like,
Song I can throw out.
nah, cause he was.
EP, right?
That right?
Only had six tracks.
No. That's what I was
That's what
gonna
else.
Salad, come touch that. I'm fucking you like I'm so upset. Choking you, I'm stroking you, so you can't talk. It's not enough yet. Because you can't that fat, it's very rare. And my deep, very rare.
Yeah, only had six tracks. We will not. Black Man.
No.
Warzone, switching
16,
lanes, 40 acres of
15.
I swear. I guess this was
It's on YouTube.
yeah, so
Okay,
for
yeah,
half of that though. Yeah, I gotta listen to that then. But that's literally what I'm saying. That's proving my point with Tip.
What?
You feel me? Is that he's not getting promoted during this generation at all.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's not putting the money into
I
it.
feel like
I don't know what's up.
He's on TV.
He's doing that reality TV.
That reality TV.
He got that family show.
From his shit.
Yeah, that Netflix movie that he had. Yeah.
He had
nah, but he had a couple movies.
Which one?
He in
The drawing where he had the beard.
Yeah, everything was in it, man.
Ant-Man.
started.
he get a different type of check too. But he in
He
Ant-Man,
getting that Kevin Hart money right now.
Takers.
Yeah,
Okay.
shit. All cause
That nigga was a savage in Takers.
show.
Yeah.
Show.
And then now the show done turned into like T.I. and Friends.
Yeah.
Like
A whole brand. Like, you just turned that shit into a brand. I respect his hustle. I ain't going to say I respect his hustle.
You listen to T.I.?
music. Listen to loud music.
Yeah, but like not
Not T.I. What you listen to?
I listen to mainstream music.
Play it. Listen to Summer Walker?
No. But is that Girl We Love?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You saw that.
I play, you know, yeah,
You gotta go back to T.I.
I'm gonna have to listen to that album.
Now you gotta listen to Paperwork. You gotta listen to Dime Trap.
Paperwork when he came home, right? He dropped that when he came home.
I think like kind of sort of is.
That was like the second time.
Not the you thinking about Trouble Man? Trouble Man.
Yeah.
Trouble Man. Him and Andre 3000 killed the song.
Andre 3000 about to come up with another album. You got another Jones up and shit.
Yeah.
That motherfucker.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
Shit.
I can honestly say he was waiting on that.
Yeah, Big Boy dropped that. Big Boy dropped one.
Big Boy, I tried. You know who dropped the hot song though? Strip Club Anthem. T-Pain.
What he dropped?
T-Pain just dropped a hard song with a hard beat.
This is
What's
Gunna?
this? What's this?
How do you not know this song after all the songs you done named?
No, this baby.
Baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
How you not know this song?
Oh shit.
After like,
I
Damn.
don't be knowing the name.
Nah, it just like we was talking about old shit, like you feel me, nostalgic shit. So it was just like this.
The shot.
Yeah, it was just like
It definitely flipped the vibe.
it took us from
Nah,
here to here.
Yo, but like even you know hip hop though, can you respect the evolution? Cause like I know a lot of older people who know, and even younger people, because like you, I listen to more old hip hop. You know what I mean? But a lot of people don't really like what's going on now. They don't really feel the whole.
I can tell everybody something the same.
Yeah.
Like the like it's the same type of like everybody sound the same. Everybody really sound the same too. It seems like
everybody got dreads and it's color.
It's that plug-in.
It's too much.
Yeah. Everybody like.
It's like everybody, yeah, you right.
But I like that it's like, man, they young, they black, they get money.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Yeah.
So I like them. So I downloaded the album just because I can download it and you might get some money somewhere on the back end.
You don't really be listening to it.
But I listen here and there. Like, it's not my everyday. Like I'm gonna turn this joint on every day. Like Jeezy, I'm gonna turn Jeezy on every day. Some Jeezy song is coming on if you're in the car.
Bro, he motivates you every day. Like,
yeah. But see, Jeezy a different type. Like I feel like I was raised on Jeezy. Like Jeezy, yeah. Like, I used to wake up when I was a kid, it was funny as hell. My stepfather just said, he used to be like, yeah, I knew you was up, but I'd wake up like, hey, Connor, young Jeezy, loud as shit every morning. I don't know why I did this shit. Like, Jeezy is just, I feel Jeezy, so Jeezy my man, yeah. But,
I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure where else music can go then after this because I'm starting to see like
thinking that
you see the lane like the emo rapping going on with the Uzi, and what's his name, young bands and young bands,
yeah,
Juice WRLD and shit.
Even X, a lot of shit. Like I listen to X, like yo, this music dope. Like on some real shit. I think people gotta take the time and just check this shit out and then have your own perception of it. You know what I mean?
Nah, definitely.
Because a lot of people downplay this shit like, yo, he weird as shit. Nah, like, it's certain songs that you'll listen to like, damn, I felt that. Damn.
Will your camera be able to pick up the volume on that?
See, it's just,
over the music?
It's just a different genre though. You feel me?
I listen to it, but I can't tell you like every day.
Yeah, not every day, nah.
But it's just like, I feel like music.
It's a vibe. That's what they call it now.
Yeah.
A vibe. Like.
Yeah, but I feel like what you listen to the most is what you relate to the most. Like, you know, if you did similar things to an artist, you're gonna listen to that type of artist the most.
Yeah.
Like,
You said
you
what?
know, if you like, when your lifestyle kind of, or like what you've been through, man, kind of dictates who you listen to, you know, the most. Like, if you've been through a whole bunch of heartbreaks, you gonna listen to a lot of like slow songs.
A lot of Drake, A Boogie, whatever.
Yeah, like A Boogie song, his heart broke a lot too. Like the first song on this album, it was like he's straight at whoever broke his heart.
He's too tender.
I mean,
I like
It
him.
make good music.
I like him.
It make good music, but it's just too
He definitely
tender.
right at you.
Yeah,
DTV don't trust me.
Word.
If that's the case, NBA Youngboy tender as hell too.
But in a different way,
I
yeah.
don't-
In a different way.
I don't listen to a lot of NBA.
I can't get jiggy with
I listen to
NBA.
Kevin a lot. Kevin Gates.
Yo, that's another one.
Kevin.
NBA though, he remind me of Tupac a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. He
NBA,
remind me of Pac a
a
little bit.
savage.
Nah, just simple style of rap, his flow,
He just don't give a fuck.
and just his lyrics. Nah, not take his
Here's a
whole
big
personal
question.
life out of it.
I would say
big question.
Kodak will remind me more of a Tupac.
Kodak?
Kodak Black.
Boy, man, Tupac like pissed right when you said that shit.
Like I'm saying his character, like
His character.
yeah, his character, like his
I
raw.
don't know, but I can't
his
listen to
raw
Kodak
character.
talk.
Yeah.
Tupac, like, he can actually speak.
Yeah.
Like, you
Nah,
really
definitely.
listen.
They're both intellectual though.
Did y'all listen to
Kodak is
Black's
intellectual.
album? Did y'all listen to Kodak Black's new album?
The new-
It's not
I'm
dumb.
in the
like,
middle.
It's not dumb. Like what I expected from it, it's not dumb.
I tried.
Like he actually
I'll
talking
put it
about
on
some
for
His
you.
shit.
voice is annoying.
He
He got a boozy voice, but it's worse than
That's how I
boozy.
feel about Kevin Gates. Like Kevin,
You think Kevin voice annoying?
yeah, cause he be like, it's that New Orleans
Kevin
shit.
talk.
I don't
talk.
know.
Kevin talk that.
It's a New Orleans sound.
This is Kodak. You know what I mean?
Talking to you like talking to myself. Cause there ain't no getting through to you at all, I swear. And I've been thinking about you since I came to jail. I tried to reach out to you, but it was to no avail. Guess it ain't nothing else to do when we outgrew each other.
And you would think
we hard now,
that he would
like
be,
we never knew each other.
you know, sounding and commenting on the record, like some dumb shit. But he got more sense than we give him credit for. That's why I like this album.
He kind of like hit his intelligence.
He's reformed. You think he reformed?
I think he just be selling people buy, they buy into me doing wild stuff. But it's different stuff, he wore the mask,
the Breakfast Club.
Yeah. Like, we gonna work since he wore the mask in the interview.
Yeah.
So he gonna do it again just because we watched the last one. So,
they all wore that. I feel you.
Do as I say, don't do as I do. 9 out of 10, and ain't gonna end up looking good for you.
Have never at any time been guilty
Get that Malcolm X sample up in there.
aggressive acts of violence. During the entire 33 years or more that the
you ever watch a Malcolm interview?
Snippets.
Like,
listen to Malcolm, you be sitting there like, oh. Listen to Farrakhan?
Yeah, I listen to Farrakhan.
That man has no filter.
Farrakhan, man, you be like, shoot, I'm about to join the nation. Farrakhan gets you hype. But like,
it make you think irrationally.
On my radio like a metronome. First he's screaming my name, then falling lawsuit on me. You would hate to see me reach my full potential. You want me robbing, popping bottles, popping pistols. I'm going to college, cut to the youngest, I'm influential. Thought it was Congress, they ain't know this was a presidential. They ain't know that I was intellectual.
Congress, they ain't know this was a presidential.
I know they know I'm special. Why they playing with
like
you? Talking
his whole album is a vibe. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, you should give this album a chance.
I got it on my phone.
You got it?
I just gotta listen to it.
Yo, this vibe,
I literally listen to everything.
Yeah.
Now, how much I listen to it depends on like the person. Like, I ain't gonna listen to Baby every day, but I'm gonna listen to Baby.
Like, even going back to what you said, you know, as far as like your upbringing, I mean, dictates kind of like what you listen to, like where you're at in that moment.
yeah, I know. My mom was struggling when I was young. And I was living on the hill at the time. Fucking, matter of fact, nah, it was before we even moved out Newark and shit. The fucking Be Coming was coming out and shit. And like that got us through some shit. That got my stepfather was in jail and shit. My mom was doing things for him and shit, so it was just like
certain albums that like dictate certain periods of your life.
Yo, that's why that album means something to me. The recession, that was when Bush was in office. Shit was real fucked up at the time.
Yeah. We went into a recession. People didn't know what a recession like
Jeezy helped.
Jeezy said he was like, yo, like man. He was like, yo, we going into a recession. People like, man, what's that? He like, man, you from my street, bro. Like, you know, it's a drought. You know, you've been through a drought before. It's the same thing, but it's just for the whole country. So it's
kind of get that rundown.
Yeah, that's why I like Jeezy. Cause he break it down for the people that they ain't never make it to this, and they ain't gonna make it to college. They don't know what you mean.
When was that? Like 2010?
That was like 2008, 2008.
The market crashed in
2007, going into 8, then we got Obama.
Yeah.
And then he got, man, the country at the worst time. They gave him the shittiest country out here.
The housing market crashed in 07, then he hops in 08, and he got all the blame for it.
He got to clean this up. That's a whole other conversation.
They're like, here you go.
How do you think that he did, you know, as far as 8 years? Because a lot of people, even black people, have like a wishy-washy opinion on, you know, how he went in office.
I feel like Obama did wonderful. And I feel like a lot of us forget that he wasn't black people's president. Yeah. He was the United States president. So he ain't about to just make things work for black people. Not to mention, what can he do at the top, right? That really dictates, that will really change everybody's life. Yeah. Like certain stuff, you just gotta pull up. You gotta pull yourself up.
I mean, like a lot of people was saying, because to go back to what you were saying, like he's not just a black people's president. They were upset because they say he's from Chicago, but that Chicago was still Hawaii. You said Hawaii, right? Yeah. But like that Chicago was like still what what it was, it's still what it is. What it is. You know what I mean?
But I mean, how he like? You expect him to do what? Like tell y'all don't shoot guns?
He only can do so much.
Which I'm not shooting?
Yeah, definitely.
Like your mom told you not to shoot the gun, you still shot it. Like so, like what you thought the president was really going to do?
I think they was really looking for him to fund something, throw money into
But
it.
he did a lot of stuff that didn't get publicity. Like, man, prime example. Something that affects a whole bunch of black people. It definitely affects me and my family was, mass incarceration.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends, a lot of my family, my father, my uncle, all these people went to prison. Crack and coke law, right?
Yeah.
So you got crack, way more time. You got coke, way less time. Why? Black people sell crack, man. White people sell coke. Obama helped change that law.
Yeah.
A lot of people came on. Like, man, they came home over that law. My pop came over that law. So you can say he ain't helped, but he helped a lot of people with that. So it's like, you can't say that man didn't help. That man did a lot.
He brought soldiers home.
But like a lot of stuff.
They say he did
like that affect a lot of black families.
Yeah, he brought a lot of dads home.
They said he did more pardons. That's when you let people go, right?
Yeah, one of my cousins came home from that. And he's doing quite well right now.
The pardon?
Yeah.
But it's like, what else did you like? You think he did?
I mean,
black
he did
people
what he
making
could. He did what he could. A lot of people expected more from him than he could do.
Yeah.
In that time that he was in office.
Honestly, I think people expected too much and like not knowing how it actually works.
Yes.
So not knowing that the fact that even though he's at the top, he still has to go through Congress. Yeah, there's so many checks and balances there. You should be more worried about your local government rather than just, oh, we got a black president now.
That is
okay. We have Donald Trump and president now. Okay. Who are your what are you doing for your local community?
You know what Ross said about that?
Huh?
Ross was like, I'm happy Donald Trump became the president because we got to destroy before we elevate.
Yeah. Like, think about it. We have
destroy before we elevate.
What was that? Apple on my eye?
I think it was. Oh no, was it Glory War? Dang, I don't know. He didn't drop so many.
Apple on my eye was the intro to his latest project.
Shit was
like,
Ross is.
Oh God.
Like, really think about it. We have all this going on outside of Delaware, but still in Delaware, we have a lot going on. Like, one of the new people that got hired in office, he owns all the riverfront.
Yeah.
Now he's trying to move into the Market Street. He's trying to get rid of Rodney Square as what it was. Like, he's trying to make sure there's no buses that really come on Rodney Square.
Yeah.
That's a thing that's happening because it's local. So that affects us way more than Donald Trump will ever hit us.
So granted, it affects the grand scheme of how we're seen.
Yeah.
Because Donald Trump made it. He opened the door to being publicly disrespectful, to black people. It was racism at that period.
Yeah.
But now it's just
it's open.
I can say F you and it is what it is.
Yeah.
Before it was.
So you noticed that on TV?
It was closed door racism. It seemed like.
Have y'all noticed that on TV? It's more uncut shit on TV now. It's exposing the kids to more shit.
Yeah.
Besides
I think that TV has become uncensored in a lot of ways. Even honestly, I was having this conversation with my brother earlier. I think it was yesterday. I was having it with Will. He has kids, and he was talking about Disney Channel. You know what I mean? The Disney Channel, not even racism, but even sexuality and everything. They have completely uncensored everything.
2 mommies, 2 daddies on Disney Channel, and stuff like that.
You know what I mean?
And there's nothing wrong with you being gay. You gay, that's cool. But it's just, that don't mean that I want my child exposed to it at a certain age. Certain ages, kids are too impressionable.
And you feel it as a normality. You know what I mean? If you grow up watching it.
Yeah. You start feeling like you gay. Not but a kid, just because he see it.
Yeah.
But he really not, but you mimic what you see. That what you see often is what you become most of the time.
Yeah.
So it's deep. It's definitely deep.
Yeah, a lot of on TV and just in life general, a lot has become uncensored. And I don't know if it's for the better, for the worse, because some people are saying it to be more free. They're saying it, you know what I mean, to be more free. But I feel like a little containment, you know what I mean?
They're taking away that innocence. I feel like television, to a degree, is taking away that innocence.
What do you think? Because you quiet.
I was just about to say, but she didn't say anything to us.
I think that, like, then again, like, it's, I know media, like, controls, like, society nowadays, like, everything's based off media.
Yeah.
And I think it's okay, personally, I think it's okay for stuff like that to be shown, because then again, it's like your upbringing and how, like, you're raised, and, like, you shouldn't follow that because you're going to see a lot of things in your life. You shouldn't follow, like, what you see on the media. Then again, I don't know, this is my perspective.
I feel that.
I guess, yeah, it could go either way. Because
there's two ways to look at it. Like,
yeah, it makes sense, but then what you were saying as far as like giving the kids a chance, you know what I mean? As far as like they don't know what they're looking at.
Yeah.
So like, growing up watching what you're watching, you're gonna feel that as a normality. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And kids are super impressionable.
But it is like about to be 2019, that is a normality for like interracial, gay marriage, all that. So like I guess it won't be that surprised. It's like every day.
What are your thoughts on interracial couples?
Yo, honestly, I didn't even know about like same-sex marriages and even like togetherness.
Yeah.
So I was probably like, let's see, damn near going into intermediate school.
Yeah.
And I started seeing shit like that. I was like,
this don't make sense.
Yo, it was sheltered from me.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't around that. You feel me? I lived in the hood and all that, but that shit was so beyond my.
Around your horizon, like you don't see it.
Yeah, you said interracial or same sex?
Same sex.
You just same sex.
So now, same sex. My mom is bisexual. So for the last part of like since I was 10, so 9 years now, she's been in a gay relationship.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, it didn't even like occur to me what it was. Because I was at such a young age, it didn't like actually set in what the hell that was.
Yeah.
Like no one's thinking about that. I'm thinking about the next game I'm about to play, or you know, like what's the next time at the time? I was like, when's the next like Avatar: The Last Airbender or SpongeBob episode's gonna come out? That's what I was more focused on. I don't honestly. That's what more I was geared to. Now that like people, I don't get the idea of throwing a controversial topic right in somebody's face like that. Now I can understand like if they wanted to throw. A black guy with a white person. Literally, that's just people. Like that's just the race with another race. It doesn't matter at this point. Like that doesn't matter to me at all. But like now that you're trying to push another thing so hard,
you're trying to push it on the children.
Yeah, now you're pushing it
like,
so hard.
It's like down your throat all the time.
Yeah.
Like you can literally say like, oh, my friend. And the parent can look at them and like tell that they're black or tell that they're Asian, tell that they're white. You're not gonna look at somebody and just be like, if you could tell that they're gay or something like that. That's not really a thing that like kids are thinking about. I don't think kids are thinking about that.
Yeah, they not.
Alright, but that's different than like on TV. They're saying Johnny has 2 mommies.
Yeah.
Johnny's mommies are gay. Like so now that same kid who didn't think about it, now he's
now
like,
thinking about
well, what's that? Well, why is that?
Yo,
that's another. So
it's not giving our kids like
a chance to be kids.
Yeah, it's not. Yo, it's making them grow up so fast. That's why you might see a little.
You be like, I wish I was a kid.
In the hood
it's kind of like
right
programming
there.
what they think. You know what I mean? Because we kind of like had what was normal. Mom and the dad portrayed in all the shows before, and now the switch up, you know what I mean? What we thought is normal, like I said, they're gonna be growing up. And since that's not what you see out in the real world, you're gonna be questioning.
Think what we had though around here, like we had the Center, Boys and Girls Club, Band Club, like we had shit to go to.
Yeah.
So we wasn't even thinking about none of that dumb ass shit. We would come home from school and see fiends and shit, but we didn't even know they was J's like that until we got older. Like for real though, we just thought they was dirty. Like for real though, like, and I think about
you just
that.
Thought they was homeless.
Yeah,
we didn't know why they was homeless.
Be like you learn later. Oh,
but now so it's like the kids. You might see a kid at 6, and they know what a crackhead is. And that shit fucks my head up.
Yeah.
You might see a little kid smoking a yak or something, like 7 years old. You like, the fuck?
Yeah.
That shit fuck your head up. I wasn't even smoking at that age. I was outside, you know, fucking with the paper, trying to roll up and put the grass in the shit. That was our innocence, though.
Yeah.
We didn't physically have.
But wait, how was you doing that? You was doing that because you seen somebody else do it with the real thing. So then, man, you played with the fake one.
To reflect.
Then, fast forward, you 16, 17, 18, 19, you doing it with the real thing because what you see often is what you become.
Yeah.
What you think and see is often what you become. Yeah. What you saying before that? What do you think about interracial relationships?
Oh, I don't have anything against it. Like, it's like, you date who you want.
See, I dated a couple races and shit. And then when I lived in Hawaii for a short time, I lived there for like 3 months. And I had a white girl out there that I was messing with out there.
Yeah.
And when we would go out, yo, that feeling, like that everybody watching you and shit, yo, that shit was overwhelming, like in a negative way. I didn't like it. Like I was like, oh shit, I want to hold her in. Like, nah, like that shit made me feel crazy.
Yeah.
And then like my first ever relationship was with a white girl.
You say you were out where?
I lived in Hawaii for a short time. But then previous to that, like we gonna run it back to like middle school and shit. No, yeah, it was like middle school. Like going into high school, like 8th going into 9th type shit. I had a white girl, my first relationship, like a serious one, to me it was anyway. And my pop was like, hey yo, he pulled me aside, like, you feel me? We had a Hudson basketball game and shit, he took us to the game and shit, cool shit.
Yeah.
Yo, pulled me aside, like, he like, yo, come here son. Yo, I don't approve of this shit. Like straight up them, like straight up, like, nah, this ain't where you going with this shit.
Yeah.
Like I was like, it fucked my head up, cause I'm like, it's really it's like he being racist, but he ain't trying to tell me like, yo, fuck that. You feel me? It fucked my head up, man. But then I got an uncle that's half white that I grew up like with his side of the family like half of my life too. So I understand that barrier too. It's just crazy that people think like that. I think. Yeah, J. Cole and Jay-Z.
Like
J. Cole and Jay-Z.
You can't compare J. Cole.
Nah, that's too different because they're even their styles, what they rap about.
Style, longevity.